Welcome back, everyone, to another keto mukbang, and tonight's movie is Flight Plan. Hey everyone, how is everyone doing? It is so great to see all of you again. Thank you for stopping back in and checking out another one of my videos, my mukbangs, keto style. Tonight we have got codfish and a kale and spinach salad with that dressing I showed you before, that red wine and vinaigrette or vinegar dressing, 0 carb for that. So the carb count we have here is 5 because the kale is 4 for 2.5 cups, and I have a little bit of the regular spinach too. So actually, it's not even quite 5 carbs because there's nothing in the dressing, and I have Parmesan cheese on it too, and I've got a little bit of butter to dip my cod in. I am not a huge fish lover. I do like tuna fish, and I do love codfish. It's one of my favorite fish that if I was to eat fish, it's one of my favorite ones. You can eat any fish that is your favorite because it's got no carb, and it's so high in everything, in vitamins and everything, but so high in protein. That's a good one. So, and I figured tonight, instead of I was going to do my kale as a creamed kale. I was going to try it like that with the cream cheese. But tonight I decided I would do it as a salad because I've done a lot of nights with the cream cheese, and I want to save a little bit on fat since I'm using a little bit of butter. I have 1 pat of butter here. And I'm just drinking ice water tonight. Again, need my water. The movie we're going with tonight is Flight Plan with Jodie Foster. Excellent movie. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. And hopefully it'll go up. Some of them go up, some of them don't. So let's get eating here. And I'll start the movie. So here's my cod. Sometimes I bread my cod. I'll crush up pork rind and I'll bread it. Or and I always dip it in an egg wash first, just to beat up egg, and then into the pork rind that's been crushed up. Or same concept, I will put it in an egg wash again and put it in Parmesan cheese as a breading. And both ways are really good. But tonight I'm just having it just the way it comes, but it's nice and golden brown, and I dipped it in a little bit of butter. And I cooked it with a little bit of just salt and pepper. And I also pulled out lemon juice. I don't have a fresh lemon in case I want to dip it with a little bit of lemon juice. Seems like it's going to be okay with just the butter here. I got this cod from Walmart. So I have never had kale. If I did, I don't remember having it, so hopefully I like it. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's mixed with the spinach. Excellent source of potassium and magnesium. Excellent source. I can feel I got that on my face. Oh. So has any of you guys seen this movie, and do you like it? It's pretty good. Jodie Foster, her husband dies, and her and her daughter are, I believe, I don't know what, they're taking his body somewhere. Do you remember where?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Wasn't he in the military or something, and they're taking it to like Arlington or something?
Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. But they got his body on the flight, and she's on a flight with her daughter. And throughout the movie, she wakes up, and they make her think that she got on this plane without her daughter, and that she's going crazy. They have the pilot. It seems like the pilot was involved in this, and some of the workers there, the flight attendants. I don't think the the actual pilot, I don't think he knew about it, but I think he just, you know, was thinking she was crazy too. And I think he finds out at the end that she was right, that her daughter was on there and that somebody on there had taken her and put her down below. But it's a really good movie. I mean, can you imagine watching a movie and, I mean, being in an airplane with your daughter or son and then waking up and somebody's telling you that they never aborted with you? And gosh, that would freak me out. Great movie. Jodie Foster is an excellent actor. We all know that. Yeah, this kale isn't too bad as a salad. I wasn't sure if I would like it. Little, it's a little bit of a bitterness to it, not bad. But I do like it to get in like a better salad than just like a iceberg lettuce, which isn't great vitamins or anything for you. Romaine lettuce is okay, but this would be way better, the spinach and the kale. Not bad at all. I definitely can eat this as a salad. I liked Jodie Foster in the movie Accused. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that one. That's an old 80s movie, I believe. That was a really good movie. And then I also liked her in The Brave one. Have you ever seen that? Those might be a couple movies that I'll do with these mukbangs. Very good movies that she did. Yeah, it's pretty good dipped in this butter here. I just figured because this thing is so little, I'll just pour a little bit on it like that. And I don't gotta dip it. And I only did a tablespoon, and I'm not even using the full tablespoon. Don't need it. Might as well save on fat where I can, because the salad's definitely gonna have some fat in it, being an oil dressing. I never did look what kind of oil it is. Saturated is only 2.5, which is good. Yeah, probably not the best dressing out there. It is a simple nature by Simple Choice. It is organic, which is kind of neat. I don't think it is olive oil that it is made with, but not too bad for saturated fat. And not bad at all being carb free. This is really good. You like it?
Super, super good.
I know it's just fish tonight, honey, and a salad, but I figured you'd like it because I know you love your salad and I know you love cod.
Yep, and I just dip it in butter like I'm at Red Lobster.
I gotta have some, speaking of Red Lobster, I gotta get some crab in me. I haven't had crab for a while and I love it. I love to have it and then the next day take the cold crab and cut it up and put the mayo and a little bit of cheese on it and some green onion and make myself a crab salad. Yum, yum. So yeah, this is a pretty low carb dinner here. Being the kale, everything, you know, this is a net carb that I'm doing because kale is 7 for 2.5 cups of kale. It is 7 carbs, but it also is 3 fiber, so which is good. Higher fiber, so you can deduct that off, so it's 4 carb then. So And then the little tiny bit of spinach I did. Spinach is 3 cups is only 1 carb because it's 3 with 2 fiber. So, but I only added a little bit. I only added maybe 1 cup of spinach. So that's why definitely this is only about 4.5 carbs. But yeah, it's my first time eating kale and I like it. I like it a lot. Very good. Like I said, I definitely am going to try this done cream styled like I did with the spinach. But tonight I just thought I'm just craving a salad with the cod. I just want a salad. Nothing too heavy tonight. Feel proud of myself getting this kale and getting these veggies in. I've been really doing good on my veggies because they're for a while. I get into some times where I forget about my veggies and I forget that you need to get at least like 6 servings a day in of your veggies, your greens on keto. And sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I can't afford it. But I do try to get them in. And I noticed, no, honey. No, Minnie. I noticed after about a week of not really eating too many greens, I was eating some, I was starting to get constipated and, sorry, too much information, but I was getting stocked up. And also I was having a little bit of pressure on the side where my over on the side of my stomach, like where your liver is, and you know, different organs on that side. And I was starting to get a little bit of pain, and that's when you're getting those kidney stones in there. So yeah, I thought I better get my greens back. It's important. And you, like I said, and I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but you need to be careful because you can get gout doing keto. Keto is an excellent way of eating, but you just got to make sure you get your veggies in. Follow this diet correctly. That's what people need to do. Follow it correctly. Because yeah, you can get gout and you can get things bad because we eat a higher fat diet, which they are good fats, like the oil I'm doing here, and avocados and nuts and all that. We eat good fats, but because it's more fat is what your energy source is, it's hard to regulate your body. So that being said, you want to make sure you get your greens in, which counteracts it and does what it needs to do to keep you regular. No, lay down, Minnie. No. She's being a little whiny tonight.
How many times do I have to tell you not to wander away from me in public places? Huh? How many times? Honey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You scared me. But you really worried me. What can I say? What this one?
Yeah, it's so sad. First off, her husband dies in this movie, and then they're taking the body to wherever they're taking it to, and then she gets told that her daughter wasn't even on the flight with her, and so she's freaking out. So now she's missing her daughter. Her husband's dead. That would not be very fun. That would be very scary. But she never gave up, and she never let anybody make her feel like she was going crazy. She knew that her daughter had been on that flight. So there's a part in here that proves her daughter was on the flight. It's kind of cool. Her daughter, the windows were fogged, and her daughter draws a heart. And then eventually, like when people do that, eventually it goes away. But if you are to go up to that window again and go on the window, something will appear again that you had already drew on there. So she did that and noticed there was a heart that her daughter did. So then she knew her daughter was on that flight. So she's just got to find out where her daughter was. I mean, they were trying to blow up that plane. Some guy on there, a bad guy on there, was trying to blow up the plane. I don't remember the whole story behind it because I haven't seen this movie for a long time. But it definitely is a great movie. I am loving the spinach and kale together. I don't normally, like I said, I am not big on spinach when it's cooked. I don't mind it as a salad. I am not, I like it like when it's done like creamed or whatever, or if it's cooked maybe a little butter on it, but I really like it creamed. But I like it more as a salad, but I wasn't sure if I was going to like kale because kale is a little bit more bitter, but it's really good. And it's making me so proud of myself that I've been getting these greens in and extra greens lately because I really want to make sure that I keep myself regular. So I need to make sure I tell you guys that because a lot of videos I make, I think I tend to forget to tell you guys that. It's very important to get your greens in. And like I said, at least 6 to 10 servings a day. Throughout the day, at least 6. Try to do it with every meal you eat and maybe in between have a salad or something. Because remember, these type of veggies, you can almost zero most of them out as a carb, you know. Really good. I will definitely do kale salad again. I bought a big old bag of it, so I'll be eating it for the next few days. Um, I do want to try some of it, though, as creamed. I want to see how that turns out as a creamed veggie, you know, with the colored, or with the cream cheese. All done. That was a good dinner. Nice high protein there, and good amount of carb and a great source of your veggie. Wanted to tell you guys a couple of things. I know my friend that's doing keto told me she felt like she was having a problem with hair loss, and I remember in the beginning I was too. Now, it has nothing to do with keto. It has to do with a life change. Your body, you are changing your body, you are eating differently, you are eating less calories, thus being you are eating less of the vitamins that your body needs. Well, one of the most important thing that your body needs for your hair and your nails is protein. Protein never leaves your body. Our body has to have protein. So I was telling her, are you getting enough protein? You are supposed to eat half your body weight in protein. So if you are 200 pounds, you want to eat 100 grams of protein. If you are 300 pounds, you want to eat 150 grams of protein. As you go down in weight, you can go down in protein. I used to eat like 110 grams of protein to 120. Now I am down to, because I'm only 135, I only eat like about 70 grams. But when I did add in the protein, my hair was getting better again, my nails were getting better again, everything, because my body was losing that protein because I was eating differently. I was eating less calories, thus being you're going to eat less protein, you're going to eat less things. So I was wondering, why was I getting this hair loss or whatever? And when I looked into it, it had nothing to do with keto. It's just our bodies need more protein, and I was eating so low of protein. So I was telling Monica, make sure you get at least 100 grams of protein in a day. It's very important. And then, you know, because you will get hair loss any diet you're doing if you're eating less protein. Your body needs a protein, and everybody needs at least half your body weight in protein. So remember that on keto, to get at least whatever your weight is, do half that in protein, and that's in grams. So if you are 200 pounds, you're going to do 100 grams of protein, which is not that hard to get in. I mean, just that fish alone that I ate tonight was like 70 grams right there in protein, or like 65 to 70 grams of protein, because fish and like seafood and stuff like that is like higher, like chicken and stuff, it's higher in protein. But look, right there was all I needed for the day for protein. Yet I had my keto pancake this morning, so that had 2 eggs in it. I would have had protein in there. I would have had the cream cheese. And then I had a little bit of turkey bacon. So I've had plenty of protein today. I probably had just in those 2 meals. I mean, look at that. I'm already at myself. I've had almost 100 grams of protein. So, or like 85. So just remember that it's not that hard to get it in. It's not. And it depends on what you're eating. Like red meats and stuff wouldn't have definitely protein, but your higher proteins are going to be your chicken, your fish, you know, stuff like that. It's going to be a little higher, but definitely your red meats, your steak, all of that, you know, just measure off. It's 4 ounces, you know, just read what it is for protein. Make sure you watch that protein along with watching your 20 carbs a day. So it's important. Otherwise you will start to get hair loss. And like I said, it has nothing to do with keto. Make sure you guys know that it's not keto. It's any different way of change of life, that you are going to eat less calorie. You are going to go down in eating the different meats and things that you eat. So just remember that if you are starting to have some hair loss, that's why your protein level is not high enough for you. Everybody needs protein. You can do a high fat diet, low carb, or you can do a high carb, low fat diet. No matter what, our body can live without the fat. Our body can live without the carb, vice versa of each other. But our body has to have protein. No matter what diet you're doing, we have to have protein. It's very important. So that being said, I'm done with this mukbang. So I'm gonna flip it around and let you guys see some of this movie, and hopefully it'll go up. I appreciate you guys watching this. So let's watch the movie now. Here's that first part I was telling you about where she draws that heart. And after it goes away later on, if you blow on it again, that heart will come back. So she doesn't know anything yet, but she's just looking at it, see how it disappeared? But if you blow on it with your hot air, it will come back. Okay, there's where she first wakes up, and her daughter is not where she's supposed to be. How many people like being on an airplane? I've been on an airplane one time, and my husband was the only one that got me to finally fly. I said I would never fly, and I actually love it. See, she can't find her right now, but she's not freaking out too much. She thinks she might be in the bathroom or something.
Hey, you watching this one? I got a date again.
Did you happen to see a little girl go by here?
No, sure didn't.
That's the bad guy right there.
My daughter. How long have you been flying?
3 hours, maybe a little more.
Has sandy hair and is in a ponytail, and she's probably carrying a chenille bear with one arm.
That woman is working with that bad guy too. They've got the little girl on the plane somewhere.
She probably just found a couple kids to play with.
Not many places to hide on a plane though, right? That'd be freaky. She knows this plane
Seatbelt signs on, or
because they designed it.
getting ahead of ourselves. There's 9 closets on this plane, right? There's 4 up, and there's 5 down, and nobody's checked any of them. There's 7 galleys. There's the crew quarters. There's the holds, and kids can find places like that. I just need the aisles clear so I can work. Okay.
What aren't you telling me? Say it.
So now here's where they freak her out. She's also working with him.
Miss Pratt, I'm sorry, but I don't think that she's here.
What?
We don't. Ma'am, we don't have any record of your daughter ever having been on board.
See, now they're gonna make her feel like she's going insane.
What are you talking about?
That was the departure gate in Berlin, and they say that they never checked Julia Pratt on.
Captain, I need to speak to you.
Constituting a threat to the safety of this aircraft.
This bad guy,
I need to speak
I'm an
to
air
you,
marshal.
Captain.
Can I let you
see,
go?
he's an air marshal, but he has also got her daughter captive somewhere. And they're making her all believe like she's going crazy.
Are you hurt?
I just need to see the captain.
I understand. That's his call, not yours.
Oh, the captain's looking at it.
The departure gate had no record.
No, sir. I had him double check.
There's no boarding pass.
There was, but it was taken from me.
He knows nothing, the captain. He's just going by what he's being told.
You were working the entry door, is that right?
Yes, Captain.
Did you see the girl?
I don't.
She remembers these guys here.
May I help you?
Do I know you from somewhere?
You've walked past me 5 times since we took off. Does that count?
Are you from Berlin?
Am I being interrogated now?
I just asked you if you're from Berlin.
No. I'm not.
Coming back from the attic. And they did everything up there except look for my
The
daughter.
pilot's also getting mad at her
Mr.
now.
Pratt, there are 425 passengers on this flight who are not receiving any attention at the moment.
No, no, Minnie.
Because every one of my flight attendants are looking for a child that none of them believe was ever on board. If you think we could be doing more to meet your needs, then I suggest you take it up with customer service after we land.
I know I've seen him before.
Hey! Hey!
I never seen you before.
They have nothing to do with it.
What?
Where's my daughter?
I don't know what dick!
Where's Julia?
Hold it! Back up.
Are we done
Have you
looking?
seen
Is that
this?
it?
If you just come with me.
No, I'm not going anywhere. You understand that?
We're not going to discuss this in the middle of the
Where's my daughter?
If you come with me.
Where is she? Where is
She's
she?
dead, goddammit! You found her.
They're saying that her daughter is dead before she even entered the plane. This is the part where she remembers about her daughter doing that heart on the window. And this will tell her that her daughter was there on the plane, and they've got her all convinced. See? She is there. So now she's up inside. She knows all about this film because, like I said, she designed it. So she's trying to cause some confusion so she can look around for her daughter. Because they kept her trapped. While she's up there looking for her daughter, she sees her husband's coffin. She knew it was on there, but just kind of remind her of the death of her husband, too. Just thought maybe Julia would be inside the coffin. Because they were telling her she was dead.
We're right here, baby. Hold on. Just wait. Mommy's here, baby.
It is her husband.
No.
Now they've caught her and handcuffed her, and they're trying to hold her, so... Because they all think she's crazy. Except for the people working with that air marshal. And they're happy that they're calming her down because they think she's going insane. So there he is, putting a bomb on the plane, and there's the little girl. See? He's all involved in this.
What does she want?
$50 million. Transferred into that account.
Well, she's pretending, or he's pretending she wants a bunch of money to go into an account, which the account is his account.
Hey. She has an accomplice on board. She won't say who it is. But that's who's holding the detonator.
He's got the pilot
The plane
believing
deboarded on the tarmac.
that she
Passengers
wants
first on the
money.
crew. And they want a G3. Fueled and waiting.
So all that searching for the little girl is just...
Well, she's disturbed. Christ said she used her husband's coffin. Okay, look. If something goes wrong when we land...
Mr. Carson? Captain would like you to call.
Thank you. Yes, Captain. I do. They've notified them that we have a missing person situation on board. They'll clear the plane, and every passenger on board will be detained and questioned.
He's
2 agents will
lying.
come on board and help us look for him.
What about the crew? Will they be detained, questioned?
I have no idea how happy I'm going to be to hand this case over.
So now they've landed, they got everybody off so they can question everybody, or so he says.
The crew's going to deboard now. Another couple minutes, the plane will be all yours. Where are you going?
I need to talk to
Hey, you have to stay back
you.
here.
Gotta make sure that nothing gets taken off the plane, okay? No food carts, no trash cans. It's really important that the plane stays sealed.
Well, I don't really have the option to say no. Do I?
Sit down.
Captain? Captain? Captain?
What's it for deboarding?
Captain, look. I know I broke the law, and I know I disrupted your flight. But in a couple of minutes, we're gonna find my daughter.
The crew can deboard now, Captain.
We're gonna find my daughter. And you're gonna owe her an apology.
Miss Pratt, your money has been wired just as you asked. A G3 is waiting, just as you asked. Perhaps we can do without the pretense of a missing child now.
Wait here. I'll get the agents. Wait here.
They set her up.
You get off the plane when I say you get off the plane.
She knows he's got a thing on there to blow up the plane.
You want to kill my little girl?
She knows she's working with him. All right, everyone, that is the ending of this mukbang and movie. And I'm going to do something different here. My husband was saying maybe I shouldn't be showing the ending of the movies because I could be spoiling it for you guys. If there are people out there that don't mind it, let me know. If you like it, I will keep it in. But for right now, I'm going to keep the endings out so I don't spoil it for you guys. You just let me know either way what you want. But for this one, I'm going to stop it right here. So definitely get this movie if you haven't seen it. Awesome ending. And definitely try out that mukbang. It is an awesome source of protein, magnesium, and potassium. And I recommend to everybody out there, always get in half your body weight in protein. That's important. And to get your greens in on the keto diet because you need to keep regular. I love you all very much. Thank you for your subs. And I ask that you please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not yet. And go ahead and hit that notification so you don't miss any videos like this. I love you all. Good night. God bless.
Thank you.